Hello, I am here in the Avaya Village at Call and Contact Center Expo 2019, and I'm joined by Nick from Avaya. Nick, thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much. Great to have you here.
No problem at all. You've got a lot of real-world use cases on show here at Avaya and demonstrations at the booth, and one behind us. I wanted to understand what's going on here, if that's okay.
With the Lego City going round. So really what this is showcasing is some really interesting use cases around how we can help organizations automate business processes. So what this is showcasing is our business process automation capability, enabling organizations to create sequence applications, create workflows to essentially help them with different scenarios. So this particular scenario is using IoT, for example, and the train going around you could think of as potentially a vehicle that's potentially in a dangerous situation. Maybe there's going to be a collision or something, and there are sensors built into the train that measure telemetry and things like that. So what those sensors can do is take that telemetry information and feed it into our business process automation tool and allow organizations to do something with that telemetry data. So create workflows around that and actually create outcomes, business outcomes through that telemetry data, such as maybe dynamic team formation. So if something happened to that train, it was derailed, or there was a problem with the train, the right people coming in, being informed through that automation process, and actually coming together to be able to look at the issue, understand what the issue is, and go and resolve the issue.
And it's a really important thing, isn't it? Because we hear a lot about automation within businesses, but businesses are always looking at ways of reducing costs and increasing efficiency. And being able to show them with a real-world tool like this, just as an example of the sort of potential that they could reach, is really vital, isn't it, on the show?
Absolutely, because it's just coming up with the right business outcome. Cost is one thing, but obviously you've got to make sure the right people are involved at the right time. And it's not just about using capabilities such as IoT. We're looking at integration into communications platforms that customers have, business systems that customers have that perhaps aren't communications enabled the way they want them to be or need them to be with their front office, so their contact center, or even their back office, perhaps with some of their more important functions that sit in the back office, such as maybe finance or logistics, etc.
And what sort of reactions do you get from customers? Because it must get their imaginations going when you provide the potential template and they think, oh, actually, I could use this in my business by A or by B.
Well, I think the really important thing is we can show customers how easy it is to start creating those workflows. So that screen behind you actually shows how easy it is to drag and drop different component parts, different events to create those workflows that help change some of those business outcomes. And they don't need to be somebody with a strong developer background. They need to understand exactly what's important to the business and drive the right business outcome, but it's very intuitive, and it can actually create a real fail fast and agile environment for customers to test out some of those theories, create those workflows, test them, break them, build them up again, and just deploy them really, really quickly.
That's a really good point, actually, because solutions like this might have been possible previously, but would have been potentially very complicated, and you would have required huge in-house either developer or coder experience. And by simplifying that process, you've made it available to a much wider selection of businesses.
Absolutely, and what you can effectively do is take something that might have taken weeks and months to do and actually create prototypes in a matter of hours and days for testing and retesting, and actually have deployed within a very short space of time.
Well, Nick, thank you so much for taking me through the demo, and now I'm going to go and play with Lego.
Great, thank you very much.